Is that what this is?
My wife's a huge Talking Heads fan, and I like them plenty. I mentioned yesterday that an official Talking Heads Instagram account had popped up. And so a lot of people, Talking Heads are probably top 5 bands who have said, we will never, ever reunite. And fans still carry a torch for them, hoping that someday they'll bury their respective hatchets and do that. So when that popped up, you know, next year coming up, you're going to have Rage Against the Machine on the road. You're going to have, I mean, yeah,
My Chemical Romance.
Back, My Chemical Romance. All these bands reuniting, and some Talking Heads fans were holding out hope that that might have been a signal that they were making some plans there, but David Byrne shot it down. He goes, I'd never heard of this. I don't know what this is. I don't know who's doing it. So either he's being real cagey about it, or somebody just started. He goes, it can't be official if we're not involved with it. So anyway, Talking Heads official on Instagram. And it says official Instagram account for Talking Heads. But
anybody can make one of those.
Can you, though?
Is it verified? Does it have a blue check mark?
Well, I don't know.
If it's not verified, anybody can just write official Alan Cox and make an Instagram account.
I thought they had to say, like, fan page of.
I don't know. Well, until you get caught.
Yeah.
Until you get caught.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Last year.
Sometimes what happens on the internet, Alan, you're not going to believe this. People lie.
What?
Bill, I refuse to be so cynical about my fellow humans.
No, sometimes people, like, there's a Will Ferrell account on Twitter. Not Will Ferrell.
What?
Last year I had an Instagram, someone copied my Instagram, and they were DMing people asking them for money. They were like, hey, do you like my comedy? You can donate to at here. And
I think I saw you tweet, hey, this ain't me,
I was like, this
right?
isn't me.
Yeah.
If this person asks you for money, it's not me. And I sent it to Instagram to, like, have them delete the page, and I was really fingers crossed for a blue check mark out of that one. I was like, come on, if you verify me, then they'll know. And they were like, we only verify celebrities. So, whatever.
What do you got to do to be a celebrity?
Alan Cox.
Well, no. I mean, I think my
No,
understanding was that you
certain
have to have a certain amount of followers.
No, it's a certain
Really?
amount, because there's people who have 1,000 followers who are verified. It's like a certain, I don't know, certain amount of clout. It's different things. I have a friend he got verified. He's a comic, not famous by any means, but he's in the Screen Actors Guild. So he was able to show them that, and they're like, okay, this guy's done things before, yada, yada, yada. But they told me I was not famous enough. But the point is, people can make whatever account they want.
How do you know I wasn't behind that
Did
Send
you
Me
do
Money,
that?
Mary Santora account?
Your cameo's not going like you planned. So
I was sending pictures of my feet to people.
Oh, your feet with your toes painted?
Yeah, that's right.
Put on high heels?
They were like, Mary, your feet.
They're bigger than we thought.
They're much larger than we thought. Still gorgeous, but boy. And they look freshly shaved.
I need a pedicure bad. But
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to wait until New Year's because I'm wearing my sparkly shoes again.
Barkley shoes?
Yeah. Size 19s, baby.
What are Barkley shoes? Size 19, baby. Oh, man.
You're not going to wear your sparkly shoes for Christmas Kwanzaa?
I could.
You're not going to wear sparkly shoes for Christmas Kwanzaa?
I could. They are so unbelievably uncomfortable.
Bill, are you going to wear sparkly shoes for Christmas Kwanzaa?
They're shiny.
Yeah.
Like some shiny ones.
I really do love these shoes. They're gorgeous. They're the ones I wore for my birthday, but they are very uncomfortable.
Well, don't
and
wear
tough
them the
to walk
whole
around.
night. Just wear them for the
just
the
while
set.
I'm on stage.
You're doing like 10 minutes and then
Well,
you're doing
and
stand and deliver.
The shoes like that, you have to like. I'm not saying I won't dress up for that show, but you got to dress up to match those shoes. You can't wear jeans and a sweater.
That's right.
Shoes,
So you hear that?
You know?
Get tickets for Bill Squire's Christmas Kwanzaa because she's gonna have the girls out.
I'm gonna have the Barkley shoes on.
Barkley shoes, no jeans and a sweater.
Toes and cleavage.
So gross.
She's going to have foot cleavage.
Man,
going to have regular cleavage.
Last night, I didn't go to see Brian Regan. I was giving him space. We've had a beef. But,
They shared beef.
But I
because
went to...
you didn't cry when you met Bill.
Yeah, probably.
Right. But I had my show at East End, free show. And
oh, Adam the hater's going to love that,
I
Bill.
know, right?
Free show, buddy.
But it was a good crowd, and we were doing stand and deliver where the audience gives 5 topics for the comedians to write jokes about, and then it's a competition at the end between those 2 comedians. And it was Wanda Mayfield and Dave Flint. And Wanda's doing the commercials, and she's on Christmas Kwanzaa, and it was the best version of that we've ever done. And it's got me so pumped for Christmas Kwanzaa because it's Cody and Mary doing that competition.
Now, does it have you so pumped that you're actually bummed out that it's not Wanda and somebody else doing it at Chris McQuanzica?
No.
Did you consider swapping one of or both of them out?
No, I'm not going to swap anybody out because I know that Cody and Mary are going to bring it because they do very good with this competition. But last night was just, it was like one of those lightning in a bottle things where it was a great show all the way through. But when we got to this part, everybody was just firing on all cylinders. They wrote great jokes. And then there was a lot of riffing in between, and it was just fantastic. So I think that's got me real pumped for Chris McQuanzica, and we're going to put on a real good show for you.
It's going to be fantastic.
Because Wanda's going to be there,
wait.
too, just doing a regular set. And she just makes me laugh so goddamn hard. She's just so funny and so fun to be around.
Funny and fun. You want it to be funny and fun.
Yeah.
You know? Like the little musical electric pig on a string.
That's
you see that
right.
going around online?
What?
Oh, the little walking electric pig on a string.
I
Somebody
saw
was...
a pig doing little circles for treats, which is adorable.
I didn't see that. But there's a guy who posted about some Japanese toy, the walking electric singing pig or something. And it's funny because of all of the, you know, when you get something from overseas, the descriptions, something is kind of lost in translation. And so they're like, electric music pig, good for running, having traction rope, good music, can emit light.
Can, not always does.
Can emit light, yes. Crystal ears, shining well. Like that
Shining
too.
well, yes.
Lovely
like
shape.
Mary's shoes, shining well.
Shining well. I am a running pig. Babies grow up to be playmates. I guess that's how they sell you toys over in Asia. Interesting tie. Funny and fun. That's how they describe it. So there are no shortage of them on Amazon or online. The drawstring piglet, electric, luminous, concert, walking doll, crystal pig. Again, I feel like they have really loaded that thing down with adjectives to sell it to you. But that's one of those instances where you know you're getting something from overseas. You don't always know that. Remember ordering a jacket on Amazon a couple of years ago, and I got it, and it would have fit a toddler. So clearly the sizes were a little strange.
Well, if that toddler would diet, then maybe.
Yeah, maybe so. But very, very tiny, you know.
They have like short arms sometimes. Like it'll fit fine, and then you put your arms through it, and you're like, nope.
Nope, this does not fit me, or probably any American of similar size to me.
I think that's a very unique pet. Like if someone said, "Oh, like what type of pet do you have? Dog, cat? Nope, pet pig."
I think they're cute.
But there are 100 accounts on Instagram, people making money because they bought some goddamn teacup pig, and then they're monetizing it, and they're like, "Oh, look at my little pig."
But that's
it's
what
like,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
but it's cute, I guess, but the pig, doesn't it grow up to be a pig?
And that's what I'm saying.
Or do they stay small?
I
What
think they end up
apartments
being like
take
a
a pig?
potbelly.
Well, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
like these pigs, you put it in your pocket,
Yeah.
or you move it in with your stuff, and they're not going to know you got a pig in there.
But they will after a while, and like, how do you move that in? Or like, if you're already in a spot like Mary's apartment, they probably wouldn't allow you to. They'll allow you to have a cat, maybe a small dog,
I
but
have
not
to
a
pay
pig.
extra.
Yeah, but not a pig. Where's the security deposit for oink oink? Like, what
I
do you
don't
do?
know how loud they are.
Loud.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like anytime you see a pig being loud, they're being chased. You know what I mean? They're like running and oinking. If they're just hanging out in home, I
Oh,
don't
you mean
think they-
chase like being like someone's after them, not like I'm saving myself for pig marriage.
No. Like if they're just hanging out in their pig bed, I don't think they'll be making noise, right?
Yeah, I don't know. But there are a lot of Instagram accounts of girls, a lot of them overseas, girls with
with their
teacup
pigs.
pigs. Yeah. And the
Yeah,
trouble is
still
they
stinks.
do get bigger. These are the problem with cute animals like that or novelty animals is that they will eventually either get bigger or they'll have some unforeseen health issue. And then, local shelters are overrun with these novelty animals because the people are like, I don't want to take care of this anymore. I didn't want a pig. I wanted a cute, tiny pig for my Instagram.
Aren't they vicious once they get like big?
Well, they're smart. Pigs are pretty smart. I mean, the ones with the long hair and the tusks, I mean, they'd eat you, I think. Some of them would.
They go through bone like butter.
According to some movies I've seen.
That's right. Yeah, it's one of those things that looks cute, but I'll just enjoy the Instagram pictures and stuff like that. I don't need the actual pig in my life.
Yeah, I'm
Again,
fine with
they're
that.
also smelly.
We were talking about, when you walk into someone's home if they have a cat. Because that animal is urinating in your house. It doesn't matter if they're doing it into gravel or what, they're still doing it in your house. And people try to tell me that dogs are as smelly. They simply aren't, okay? Especially if you are bathing your dog with any regularity, the dog is going outside to poop. Your cat is peeing in your house. I imagine that I doubt you take a pig out to walk it. It probably avoids itself like a cat would. You could
Just
probably
get like a dirt.
Something, I don't know.
Like a dirt box? Like a litter box full of dirt?
I don't know. You could probably just do a litter box for a little pig. I don't know. I know nothing about taking care of pigs. But I bet you'd smell it when you walked into somebody's house. They had a pig.
You smell like bacon all the time.
Well, you're not cooking it.
Well, you keep your house at a nice 74 degrees. You just get it to sweat enough to smell like bacon.
It's like the old...
Is that how it works? When pigs sweat, it smells like bacon?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's like the old street joke about the guy who has the three-legged pig that saved his life. I'll condense it. The long version is, this pig, he's named Lucky because he's the greatest thing I've ever had in my life, and I was on a shipwreck, and this pig was, I forget what it was. I was in a car accident, I don't know. And he saved my life, and he shall be my companion. Somebody's like, why does he only have 3 legs? He goes, well, a pig this awesome you don't eat all at once. Hi-oh, that's the thing.
Did you hear that from...
Huh?
Nothing.
What?
What?
Just an old street joke.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's all right.
You get a fart or a laugh track for that one.
Do you think people would look down upon someone if they had a pet pig and they named him Bacon?
No, I think that's a funny thing.
Or like Hammy or something?
Hammy?
They'll be offended. Yeah.
That was the name of... Wasn't the...
Hamilton from Tiny Toons.
I was thinking Ham from Toy Story. That was his name, right?
Yeah. There you go. 2
Piggy
examples of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
People were like, oh my gosh, you're going to eat him. That's wrong.
Is that how they would sound when they said it?
I feel like that's how everyone...
I think if it's your pet, I think they
People
would
don't
know
eat
that
their
you're not
pets.
eating their pet.
I know.
It depends on how dire your situation gets, too.
That's problematic. You can't.
Because that is walking meat.
You can't.
If
do
I
that.
mean post-apocalyptic type of everybody dies. I roast that pig.
Maybe pre-apocalyptic.
I know some dog owners.
Skip a paycheck one week. Sure.
I know some dog and cat owners that would give up like a family member before they would give up a cat for
Those
sure.
are unhealthy people.
But they exist.
Nevertheless, you don't want to be in their way when they're hungry. Hey, Brad.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's going on?
So when we were growing up as kids, my dad was allergic to fur, so he thought it'd be a good idea to buy a pet pig. So we looked online, Craigslist or whatever, and we found one. His family was they were selling, and so we went over to pick up this pig, and it was a little pig at the time, and it was cute, and ran around, and they're pretty smart, and so as time went on, we named it Corky.
Yep.
And the reason we named it Corky because their genitalia actually looks like a corkscrew.
That's right.
And this pigs, if you don't get them fixed, they're pretty ornery when it comes. So he would always kind of use a ball to kind of, lack of a better word, get his jollies off.
Well, and like if they're rutting with another animal, like you got to pry them apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, this little pig that we had turned out to be a full-grown 600-pound pig.
like a wild Russian hog in your house.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was gigantic. We ended up having when we had to give it bath, we'd have to take it upstairs, but eventually it got to the point where we were like, we can't do this anymore. He's way too big. So yeah, not everyone out there selling pigs is they're quite know what they're doing.
30 to 50 feral hogs.
Hey!
Could be out there, and you got to know what to do with them. All right, thank you, Brad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Right, there you go. There's Brad out in Madison. Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen with that pig. You're just trying to take care of it, and next thing you know, it's my 600-pound pig life over there.
That's when you eat it.
8 Eastern, 7 Central on TLC.
When that pig lets itself go,
Yum!
you intervene.
Yep.
With a spigot.
You're like, I got to get out there and baste that thing just so it's nice with a spigot. Yeah, you got to get out there and take care of it. God, he said something that was jogging my memory. Oh, yeah, we used to know I knew a kid, one of the kids I went to high school with, who was like a farm kid, and he would talk about how, because that's no joke with the pigs and the corkscrew D's,
Yeah.
when they're breeding or whatever, they won't release until they like unlock or whatever. And a buddy of mine was talking about like his dad would like beat hogs in the head like with a shovel.
Yeah. I would see in the Philippines a lot where the female would like clamp down on the male dog, and then they get twisted around and they'd be butt to butt, and then you throw water on them and they would scare the dogs, and then they'd come separating.
Yeah.
They'd separate. But it was very disturbing the first time I saw it. And it was always like a rite of passage for the missionaries to see that. And so whenever like a new missionary was in town, they'd get there and you'd be like, oh, check that out. And they'd be like, what is going on? And then you'd explain it to them, because they're also
time for the dog butt ceremony.
They didn't quite understand the way the human body works. So also like animals, a lot of them were like, what?
They didn't know what any sex was.
Yeah, they didn't really know a lot about that. So they're like, wait, the woman's what does what? They're very surprised by it.
Should it happen with
funny.
us too?
Very naive.
Am I gonna get stuck?
Dad, are you gonna beat me on the head with a shovel when I?
I'm locked in. I can't move.
Hey, listen. A lot of farmers they get rough with their stock, and you'd hate to see that. But
they're still animals.
They do what they do, and they're still animals.
Baby mama cradle.
What do you feed a pet pig?
Whatever it wants.
Yeah.
They can eat pretty much anything, right?
Probably.
Apples?
Yeah. Apples.
Like, what if you get a pet pig to eat all of your dog's poop?
Well, you don't want to feed them feces.
Feed them poop.
Why would you feed them poop?
What if they just end up eating it?
They probably
Well, then
wouldn't.
that's
Dogs eat
happy
cat poop
accident.
and sometimes.
I thought pigs eat their own poop.
No, they roll around in mud.
To cool off.
Pigs are omnivores, so they eat plants and animals. They eat just about everything.
Corn.
Soybean meal. I mean, if they're like farm pigs, you're feeding them specific food to fatten them up, probably. But they'll eat leaves and roots and fruits and flowers and some insects and
Truffles.
fish. Truffles.
Sniff them out.
Boy, smart. What do pigs eat on Minecraft? There you go. So if you have a lot of livestock in Minecraft, you want to make sure that they don't get too big too quickly. You don't want a giant square with a nose on there. Chris McQuanzica, as we've mentioned. I think we've mentioned Chris McQuanzica.
Well,
it
let me
rings
once
a bell.
in a while.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, you'll let me.
It's the 29th of this month at the Cleveland Agora with Bill and Mary and Wanda Mayfield and a lot of very funny people, all in one show, and I will have some tickets for you to grab from me shortly. 4:30, if you're looking ahead, is going to be your next shot to win $1 million, by the way. If you want to text me for anything, 35192, or hit us up at AlanCoxShow.com.
The Alan Cox Show.